Hello, my fellow Mulesoft developers. These are my top 5 studio features that I love. First one is copy from the message flow section. We can have one or more components which can be copied to another flow and may or may not be required to be modified. And to do this, we have to press the Control key, select the component and drag it to where we want them and release. Like if I want to put this log payload subflow. Uh, Similarly, before this between the scatter gather and the transformation, I can do that simply by logging in. And you will see I don't need to do any changes to this because it is calling the subflow. Now coming to my second feature, that is reference by. Now if I want to know this log payload subflow, which all flows are referencing it, I will go to the go to reference flow. Sorry, that is where I can see where the flow is. Now I want to see which all flows are calling this log payload subflow. I go by reference by and I see that these are being called by 4 different subflows. This project is pretty simple, but for a real life project with lots of flows and configuration XML like here, this subflow is referenced by 4 subflows and you can click on one to go to the subflow and check and come back again to this flow. This makes the navigation very easy. Helps if we have to quickly find out which all flows are referencing a flow. It is very useful to understand the dependency and which flows will get affected if I make a change here. Now let's move to my third feature, which is helpful when we are doing some configurations in our global XML. Like I have to put a name here. Is it HTTP port or HTTPS port? I do not remember. But if I want to make any change, I have to go here and check the property file. But what about if I just move it to the other tab? In this way, I can look at the property file while doing the changes. This is there for a long time, but I have put it in one of my top because I like this feature. The next feature that I will discuss is the features that help us do documentation, because we know that development is one of the work of a developer, but also designing the low level design document is another work. So I don't know about you guys, but I do not like documenting at all. So this helps me get a good snippet and screenshots of the things. How to do that? If I want to get a photo of this particular flow, I can click on it and say export file image to file so that I can get a quick picture of this particular flow. I can choose where to save it so that I am able to find it the next time. Here, you will have to ensure that you are in your studios 100% or the normal view. Otherwise, suppose for some reason, because I have a specs and for me sometimes it is difficult to view, I do control plus, I make things bigger to see. Now if I am making things bigger to see and then I am asking it to generate an image of this flow, it will generate an image for sure, but it will not be a correct one. Let's see how it looks. We have generated my grocery shopping flow now. If I go to my grocery shopping flow now, you see it is distorted. The whole flow image did not come. So we have to make sure that we are in our right 100%, not more than that, maximization, so that we get a correct picture. Also, if you want the whole message flow, because it is difficult to scroll down and get the whole message flow snippet, you can do You can go to this option, take a snapshot of the diagram. The shortcut is to write space Control Shift and P, and then choose where you want to save it. So for me, I want to say save it in my studio folder. My name is Feature Show 1 2, just to modify and see that this is the one. So yes, I have got a long image of all the flows that are there in this particular message flow or flow feature show XML. This helps when we are doing our LLD to get quick pictures. And also there is another feature which will help us while doing the LLD, that is export studio documentation. This feature will generate a studio document with all your flows and the configuration XML, and it will also give it a very good UI. So it looks good and it creates a very nice document. Let's see, I want to put this document inside my Studio Docs document folder, and I then click on Generate Studio Documentation. My documentations is successfully generated. Let's find it, documentation, Studio Docs, and you have to click on this index because here you will see a lot of Bootstrap and CSS. This is a UI structure because it is creating a Chrome page for you, which is responsive. It looks nice. These are all the flows and images you will find in this image folder. And when you click here, you will see this is my grocery shopping flow. I have all the small flows, and if I want to see the XML behind it, I can just click and see the XML behind these flows. So these are the top 5 features that I like about the Anypoint Studio features. Let me know what are your favorite features in comment down below. Do like, share, subscribe for more such contents. Happy learning!